And our two presenters are going to give us an insight to an ancient Oriental skill, and a skill that literally gives us the ability to enhance success, to handle energy, to handle change, and to balance our responsibilities, and even to facilitate personal power. And now, while these sounds like grand claims, this ancient skill has been tried and tested for thousands of years. The two presenters are both master trainers in this skill, and their experience has been in the last 10 years. I think we're going to have the gift of a really exquisite experience of Tai Chi. It's called the Tao of Success, and it's going to be introduced by our two presenters. Join me in welcoming them, Kirsten and Yvonne Sum.
Sorry for being late. Have a seat. Have a seat. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been just a little bit late for a few appointments?
A little bit of disorganization in your life? Oh, just a bit of chaos, really. Well, I guess that will bring me to a story of a very close personal friend of mine. His name is Joe. And his life was basically that. He was trying to build a business in advertising and was burning the candle at both ends and right in the middle. He worked 7 days a week. If he wasn't back home before 10:30 when his kids were asleep, you know, it was quite normal. And Joe just ran around, never looked after himself. Joe, you need time to relax, I told him. Joe, take some time with your family. No, I got to feed the family. This business is just not building up. I just got to work harder. Until one day, the ambulance arrived and took Joe to the hospital. He had just suffered a heart attack. And to cut a long story short, when I saw him in the hospital, he looked at me. He was okay. I mean, this was like a little warning. And he said to me, Yvonne, I'm going to take your advice because the doctor said, change your lifestyle or die. And one of the things that really made a difference for Joe was that he started to look at alternative ways of dealing with his life. And one of the things that really inspired him, one of the major things that helped change his life, was Tai Chi. He did Tai Chi for the last 6 months. And in that 6 months, he's a changed person. He gets up early in the morning, takes 15 minutes to do some Tai Chi, and somehow found that his whole being, his whole life started to settle down by magic. That's what he said, by magic. It started to settle down and he had time for his family. He seemed to be working smarter rather than harder. His business picked up, became more stable and secure. In fact, it's expanding at this very moment. And he's even got time to go back to support groups where people are stressed in corporate environments and starting to motivate them. So I ask you, is Tai Chi perhaps an option to think about that can help you in some way?
Would you like to maybe learn a strategy that you'll be able to help you with your busy lifestyle so that you may not end up like this person? Yep. Okay.
As Colin was saying, Tai Chi is a very ancient art form that originated from China. It's been practiced for many thousands of years. It's an art form that actually puts form into movement in a fluid way that aligns the mind and the body so you can take control of your life a little better. It also aligns with the environment, because the Chinese believed that in everything in the universe there was the yin and the yang. And the yin and the yang was just opposites that kind of balanced everything. And until you find that balance, there was no answers.
Do you know, also with the whole principle of it, what do you think is the most important nutrient that we need for the brain? Has anyone got any ideas? Oxygen. Any other ideas? Glucose, yep, definitely. Water, most definitely. Any more? Well, you're all just so wonderful that you said the right one first, and it was oxygen. Oxygen is absolutely crucial to the brain, and we have all learnt about breathing, so we know that we've got to breathe. But through Tai Chi, what we're doing is through the movements of your body and the breathing, you're able to generate the energy to the places that need it, to be able to rejuvenate yourself, to give you enhanced energy, and also to centre yourself. So we've got some techniques for you to share.
Well, today we're only concentrating on one form. Of course, there are very many forms that you can learn, but this is a little insight. And today we'll do a very lovely movement that's a combination of 5 things. And Kirsten will do the demonstrations as I describe the forms. And very important for you to be centered, first of all, to have your shoulders relaxed, and for your feet to be slightly apart so that you're stable. Just watch us for the moment. The lotus blossom, the first movement. Beautiful and slow. Turtle treads water. As he extends, feel the force coming towards you as the snow rabbit starts to dig the earth. Feel the power that's coming from without to within as you pull that in. And slowly, gently, the fair maiden gathers water. And gently sprinkles it all around. And getting ready to greet the morning sun.
And that's it. We'd like to share that with you today. So what we need to first do is to get you all standing. Everybody stand up. Now what we need to do is for you to be into groups of 5. We actually need a minimum of 5 only, so we may not have groups of 5, but at least have a minimum, and anyone left over can go into the other groups. So you've got minimum of 5 in your group? Yes? 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 Yeah. Great, great. Okay, what we're going to be doing is one person put your hand up. You're number 1. Another person, hand up. 2. Next person. 3. Next person, 4. And 5. Okay, you remembered your numbers? This is the only problem with this is that one person may miss out, but you'll all be working together in a group very soon. Okay, what we're going to be doing is each one of you will be learning a specific movement. So we'll chunk it down so that you've got one small movement to remember. So make sure that it's crucial for you to help your group by remembering this one movement. Okay, number 1, if you can just be aware and watch Yvonne, and she's going to share the first movement with number 1 in your groups. Number 1 is lotus blossoming.
Lift your hands gently in a vertical motion and drop it gently. Let gravity just take its course. And pull your hands close to your waist.
Okay, number 2, starting from that position. Are you ready? Okay, the next movement is?
The next movement is turtle treads water. This movement entails that you start circling your hands backwards with your palms up and feel it stretch to the sides, so you extend yourself gently though, very gently. Bring your hands forward, pass by, and basically tread water, so to speak.
Okay, finishing there in number 3, if you start here, the next movement is snow rabbit digging for the earth?
You notice that you might need some room, so if you find that you're getting too close together, you might need to space out a bit. Right. Snow rabbit digs the earth. You gently bring your hands together into the middle and start putting your palms over each other and gently bend your elbows as you slowly push forward and almost feel like you're scooping energy from without into within. That's great. Looks beautiful.
Okay, starting from there, the next number 4. The next movement is for the fair maiden gathering water.
The fair maiden gently spreads her arms as she bends her knees. And once again, extend your arms as far as you can, reaching and aligning yourself with the energy from without. And as you bend down and scoop that life-giving water, you slowly come up
And sprinkling all around.
sharing.
Okay, number 5, if you start from here, and the next movement is getting ready.
As you pull down, almost like a squat, pull your fists in like you're getting the energy from outside and really storing it in there, giving you power. And to greet the morning sun, really stretch out and feel the power of the universe just joining with you, and gently come down and place your hands at your side and take a deep breath. I must note that I forgot to mention earlier that you must keep breathing because oxygen is
Quite
the
crucial.
chi, the life force. So you must remember to keep breathing deeply in the best way you know how. And these styles, you can personalize them. These are just gentle movements and you personalize them. There's no right, there's no wrong. It's gentle, it can be for all ages. So therefore it's not like aerobics where you can, stretch yourself.
Okay, how about if you go into your groups now and find a space for yourselves, because what you're going to be doing as a group is teaching the rest of your group how to do this. And you have a wonderful long extended 2 minutes to do this. Let's go.
You might want to spread out a little bit actually. Thank you. You can spread out a little bit if that makes it easier. Yes. If you find you're getting out of room, spread out a little bit.
Bring it. Bring it up through. Bring it up through. Great, Susan.
Now bring your hands forward.
Get.
We're up to the end here.
Yeah.
Rabbit. Can you do the rabbit again?
Back.
And we're going to do a deep.
Beautiful.
Give yourselves plenty of room, so you might want to spread out a bit.
And perfect.
And then you scoop
The water.
scoop up the water. Sprinkle it.
Perfect. Beautiful.
That's 1 and 40 minutes. They're just rehearsing. That's plenty of time. We start to finish. So yeah, everybody's done it. Hang on, one more group. One more group. One more group. No, one more group. Got to give them time.
Okay, finishing up. The groups are looking wonderful. Now what we want you to do is that not only is it through individuals learning this and even small groups, but if you can do it in unity, it really is, there's such a power in it. So what I want you to do is actually, in your groups of, if we can just work, I'll just say this group, and where I put my hand, you form a column behind that, okay? So if we can have your group here, going behind each other, a column there. This group here, if you can have a column there. And make sure you've got this much space in between, just so that we're forming some lines. And if we can have your group column there and your group column there. And just having enough space behind you.
Maybe an arm
space, so that when you have to do this.
And spread your arms wide to make sure you're not going to get in touch with the next person and bother them in this very gentle exercise.
Okay, what we're going to be doing is we'll all do it together, and we'll see the power of actually doing the whole format together. Is everybody ready?
Yeah. I will start off by just reminding you to breathe, and after we breathe, when I say begin, we will start doing the exercises as I call out the names. Right. Getting ready. Take a deep breath. And begin. Lotus blossom. Turtle treads water. Snow rabbit digs the earth. Fair maiden gathering water. And sprinkling it all around. And getting ready to greet the morning sun.
Wonderful, thank you. If you can all actually just come together in a group, and I have to change it, Steve. You deep breath. Have a seat.
Whew. You guys did really well. That was fantastic. Could we have some comments on how this experience helped you?
I feel really
Really relaxed? Wonderful, that's the whole object of it. That's great.
Anybody else? Yes, Judy.
I felt very peaceful doing that.
Great. Yes, lovely.
I wish I could have done this before I was running around with the ambulance.
Well, it might be good after the ambulance.
I was going to say the same thing. It would have been great to be able to do that just before you go up to present.
Yes.
Well, now it's your chance actually, because you'll be able to know the movement now and you can use it in whatever situations you need to. Is any others?
Very calming, as in like clears the mind of any other distractions.
Definitely, definitely.
It's just nice to enjoy the feeling of gracefulness.
Mm.
You feel very centered.
Definitely, definitely. And that whole thing of grace is what we've been learning about as trainers, to learn the aspect of grace. It is just so beautiful. And I think when we're able to do it ourselves, it slows us down and we're able to experience the beauty of ourselves. One other thing that you can do, and we'll share this with you, is that the end process of that is what you need to do is to close your eyes when you're standing there and spend time in being able to
affirm things in your life that you might want to achieve. Perhaps you might feel it in feelings, perhaps you might be thinking them, perhaps you might actually be visualizing them. And your thoughts be your business, or could it be your family, or could it be money, could it be just being out there and being aligned with the environment. It could be anything. So what you do is, perhaps we should all stand up again and finish off, just complete the exercise by choosing to close your eyes, which is probably one of the most comfortable ways to do it. And in your own way, perhaps take this Tai Chi movement into the future where perhaps it would be helpful in a chaotic life.
Now, if the stresses in your life happen, you definitely don't have music like that, okay? And this is going to help you get over that. So close your eyes and get rid of those noises and hear some nice ones. Start seeing yourself not only in affirmations of how you're going to achieve what you'd like to achieve, but see yourself handling those difficult situations. These are the ones that you'll need to get through. Spend some time now seeing yourself overcome those. When you're ready,
might like to use some affirmations like, I am a tower of strength from without and within. There will be miracles that I will work today for myself and perhaps for others.
and when you're ready, come back to the room and hold on to those thoughts you have. Well, so this is something that you'll be able to use not only to relax but to use in those difficult situations that happen in the real world. And maybe we can finish by just sharing with you the power of another movement.
Lifting your right hand and making it a fist. This represents the yang in our bodies, the power, the doing, the masculinity. And lifting your left hand, which represents the feminine, the yin, the creativity, the intuitiveness. Join them together in balance and harmony for personal power in the Tao of success. Thank you.